Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ridhima Bhagli. I'm an ophthalmologist and today I'm going to speak about eye makeup safety tips. So what should we keep in mind when we are using eye makeup? How is eye makeup different from the rest of the makeup that we use? It is milder because the skin around the eyes is more delicate and it needs to be treated gently. We should not harshly rub it or use products that can irritate the skin. It is softer and gentler and needs to be treated with special products. So let's discuss about 12 tips I'm going to give you today that we need to keep in mind while using eye makeup. We're going to discuss these tips because we do not want makeup products to, number one, cause infection, number two, cause injury to the eye, and number three, cause allergy. So number one is infection, and how can we prevent infection happening from the eye makeup that we use on our eyes? The first and most important is stop hoarding makeup. I mean, we feel like we've spent so much money and bought this makeup that we do not feel like discarding it even after the shelf life of the makeup is over. But you must remember that makeup is like a festering medium for bacteria, germs, fungi, especially liquid makeup or creamy makeup can fester these organisms over a powdery makeup. So like a loose powder or makeup that is based with foundations like eyeshadows can last longer. But liquid eyeliners, mascaras, concealers have a shorter shelf life, maximum up to 6 months. After that, you need to discard the makeup. More so important for mascaras, like do not use, number two is do not use dried up mascaras. A lot of times we try to, wet it again by using water or saliva, and that should not be done at all. Okay, that is extremely important, that discard your makeup once it's dried out or it's past its shelf life to avoid infection to the eye. The third important thing is that eye makeup should be kept in a cool environment. You should not keep it in a very steamy bathroom or in a car. It needs to be kept at a particular temperature to prevent infection or organisms from festering in it. Number four is do not mix and match. Like a lot of times we are tempted to use the lip stain as eyeshadow or use a lip liner as an eyeliner, and that should not happen because then we are transmitting organisms from our mouth to our eye, and that should definitely be avoided. Another important, number five, is avoid kohl liners or kajal products, especially for young children, because kohl has an enormous amount of lead. And when, especially in our culture, it is thought that kajal or kohl has a cooling effect on our eyes because a lot of the products have camphor, and this should definitely be avoided, especially in young children. The number 6 point to prevent infection is do not share your eye makeup with even your friends or family, because your products have microorganisms from your body, and it's an easy medium for transfer. This is also important when we are trying testers or samplers in malls. Do not use products that can, transmit infection from one customer to the next. If you, God forbid, get an infection in the eye, you need to discard the eye products that you're using. You need to get yourself tested with an eye doctor to see what necessary treatment is required for it. And then you need to restart your eye makeup with new brands once your eye infection has resolved. Number 7, that to prevent injury, I would say this is important, that do not, like a mascara or an eyeliner can easily cause a corneal abrasion or injury if you're like putting the product in a moving car or a bus or a train, and that should definitely be avoided. Do not, especially for contact lens users, if your eye is irritated, it's red, do not put eye makeup or contact lenses on a sensitive eye. If you've developed an allergy or you're prone to have sensitive skin or eyes, try to go in for hypoallergenic brands, like more natural organic brands. Like look for, there are allergens like, nickel, iron oxide, the perfumes or the preservative agents in makeup can cause allergic reactions, particular to those who are sensitive. And you need to look and read labels before trying these brands. Number 9, another thing for people with sensitive eyes is try to put the product outside the lash line. Put the product on the outside so that you're not clogging the glands and ducts that are important for natural moisturizing of the eye. Avoid very glittery metallic shadows, there are all this glitter or sparkle powders in your eye makeup can go inside and they can irritate your eye, cause redness, they can even cause corneal abrasion sometimes. So you need to be careful while using these products. Make sure that the applicators that you use are clean, or if you're using your fingers, make sure your hands are clean and washed before you start your eye makeup. Coming to makeup removal, because this video wouldn't be complete without it. The thing is that eye makeup removers are slightly different than your general makeup removers or cleansers, and that is because the waterproof mascaras that you use or the long lasting eyeliners that you use are not as easy to get off. So make sure that you're not scrubbing or using any scrubs, or just using water and soap to remove this stuck mascara on your lashes and not pulling out your lashes. Use products. So these are mild, gentle cleansers with one swipe. You can use a good branded one, or you can just use Vaseline or baby shampoo, but make sure that you remove your eye makeup gently at the end of the day to prevent your oil glands and tear glands ducts from being blocked. So I hope this has been useful, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.